I'm here today to ask you, do you look at life through the eyes of a victim? I did. So I'm here to ask you to be brave and to go within and find why you're stuck in those patterns of belief, making you believe that life is treating you like a victim. Because the more that we stay in our patterns of belief, believing we are a victim, the more that we will manifest being a victim. How to break the patterns is to go within and to have inner conversations with yourself. Why do you feel this way? A really big one of mine I've recently broken through was I truly believed that life wasn't fair. I truly believed that everybody else was better than me, and whatever I did, there would be somebody that was better at it than me, and it's not fair that everybody else is better than me. So it was holding me back from believing in myself. And it's through this belief of life's not fair that it was making me believe, what's the point? Because whatever I put out there, I won't get any praise for it. Nobody will recognise it. And I've begun to realise that it's sort of multifaceted when you go within. Lots of things to heal when you begin to see a pattern. So like I say, mine was life's not fair. And when we see an emotion or a feeling, and we see that it's driving us forwards in life, and we can really, if we're honest, we can all see what is a negative pattern and what is a positive pattern that we run with. And it's all too easy to be negative, and it's very hard to be positive. And I know I work so hard at being positive, and it's just, I can be negative just like that. I can go, oh gosh, 10 minutes of negativity, and then have to pull myself back to being positive. So I don't come here today to say, oh, you're being a victim, come on, get on with it, because that's what I was stuck in for many years. So going back to this, finding your inner emotion and the inner feeling that is driving you to stick in this, I suppose, in a negative mindset, in a negative pattern. So like I said, mine was, what's the point? Life's not fair. Whatever you try, you don't get recognised for it. So I sat myself down and recognised how much of the negative patterns that I was stuck in was coming back to, well, life's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. So I said, right, okay, let's affirm the opposite to how we're feeling. So I started to affirm life is fair and just. And the first few days of saying out loud, life is fair and just, I could really feel that part of me, Rachel. I always say that it's the human part of me, because don't forget, like I've said before, we're all greater than a human being. We are here having a human experience. Rachel's just who I am. That's my identity in this lifetime. I began to realise, and I could hear Rachel going, what are you talking about? Life's not fair. Life's not fair. I could feel myself wanting to go, stop saying that, because it was so ingrained in me that I believed that life wasn't fair. And I kept on affirming it, even though it was making that part of me feel uncomfortable. That stop saying it, because I was so angry at how life wasn't fair. And so because I was so angry at it, it was my belief structure. So it was like really changing this belief of that I wanted to continue to believe that life's not fair, because it felt so right to me, because it was such a negative pattern. And it really was only a few weeks of affirming life is fair and just. For the first time in my life, I won something. I won £500. And within that moment, I was like, oh my goodness. I gave myself a hug. I thanked myself for keeping going with this, making myself feel uncomfortable, making Rachel feel uncomfortable at this, affirming the opposite to how I felt. Okay, so The other thing that I used to do was I had a little bit of fun with myself, not teasing myself. I was trying to make light of the fact that this was so ingrained in me that it's not fair. I'm a victim. I really believed I was a victim of life. And when we've had the same thing, so, I'm not making fun of anybody, and I don't want you to take it as that, that you need to tease yourself or feel like, or beating yourself up thinking, gosh, that I've got this negative pattern, because when life keeps throwing things at us that it makes us believe that we're not worth something, or that we are a victim of something, like I say, it gets really ingrained. So how I had a bit of fun with myself was the moment I began to realise or observe that I was going into that pattern of, oh, life's not fair, they'll get recognised for that, or they've got that and they've got this, and I've worked hard at it and it never comes to me because I was working hard at something that I was never getting recognised for, because I wasn't giving myself the recognition within. So what I would do is go, Rach, and I literally used to take my glasses off and hand my glasses back to me and say, try these glasses. Those are victims' glasses. Change your glasses. Stop looking at life through the eyes of a victim. And I would be kind to myself, when I was doing it. You're doing it again. I would say to myself, come on, change your glasses, put on the glasses that make you believe that you're not a victim. Okay, so that really helped me. So I'm here just to share this because I can see that there are so many people that are stuck in these negative cycles right now, because we're in this time on Earth. That actually I've just channeled the Syrians in another video, that they were saying that we're in between, we're in an in-between stage with these eclipses. I'm filming this on the 8th of September 2025, and we are at this in-between stage of letting go of old energies and bringing in the new. So there's so many people that are these negative patterns are coming to the surface, so it feels like your life's in turmoil and there's all this chaos around. So I totally understand that somebody coming on and saying to you, are you living the life of a victim? Are you creating this for yourself? I totally get and understand that that's going to really trigger things, like it did for me when I was like, stop saying that, because it was so ingrained in me. So really, I'm here to say, I love you all. Tap into this inner energy and know that you love yourself. Be brave. Look at your shadow side. Be your own therapist. Observe how often you go into those patterns of, like me, it's not fair, or what's the point? Because, yeah, it's those that really are. It's that bravery to go within that breaks the patterns. We're all yin yang, positive, negative, because the more work we do inwards, the more we go within, and we change the belief within, it changes what is around us. I.e., life is fair and just, like I was affirming. And the universe gave me £500 because I believed I was worth it. And and that's only recently. That's only this year. That's 2025 that I started to do that. So positive energy. Take off your victim's glasses. Change them to positive. Really be kind to yourself. Pick yourself up. Find where those inner beliefs are of it's not fair, or what's the point in this, or they did that to me. It's that I give thanks to all those that have wronged me in life. I give thanks. I send them love and I say thank you, because when you go within and you see those patterns that you might have, for instance, you might have been drawing narcissists towards you. There's a lot of that people are beginning to realize, that we need to be grateful to those who are narcissists, because we draw them into our lives to learn from them. And when we can stand in gratitude and have thanks for them, it won't affect us anymore. So anyway, I've talked enough. Hopefully those little tips that I've used in my life will help you. All right, now if there's anything that you need help with, all the information is on my website, which I've got the link for below with my phone number, etc. If you're finding this helpful, please subscribe to my channel, like my video, and share it with others if you think that there's anybody that it will help them as well. Okay, just remember, we are all our own little inner therapists. Love yourself. Thanks for listening.